I'm Jill Duffy for PCMag.com. I'm going to show you how to clean a smartwatch. We'll talk about some different parts of the watch to clean, and we'll do it using some typical household items. So probably the dirtiest part of a smartwatch, especially if it has a touch screen, is the screen itself. We're going to use a microfiber cloth to just kind of wipe it down. Now, one thing people sometimes forget about their microfiber cloths is that they themselves get really dirty. You need to wash these from time to time and just let them air dry, like on a line or a flat surface. So if it's dirty, it's not going to do you any good. Once you have a clean microfiber cloth, of course, you just give it a little rub. It'll take care of those fingerprints we just put on there. All done. Okay, let's talk about the strap. If you have a silicone strap, you can use liquid soap. Both dishwashing soap and hand soap work just fine as long as it's liquid. So dilute it with a little bit of water. You could do this in your sink or in a bowl and give it a little swish around, and then you can just dip the silicone strap right into the edge and clean it off. Now, if your smartwatch is waterproof, and this one is, we can just dunk the whole thing in there. The soap is so diluted, it's not going to cause any damage to anything, and that can help you just kind of give it a good wash. Rinse that off when you're done, pat it dry, and leave it to air dry. Okay, so what if you have a leather strap on your smartwatch, like this one here? Well, you're going to need some leather cleaner. I have an all-purpose leather cleaner that I had laying around from a leather jacket, and I'm going to use an old white cotton sock to apply it. So you take your cleaner, give it a good shake, apply a little bit to the sock, and we're going to do a test spot first just to make sure it doesn't mess up the color of the leather. Let that dry for a few minutes, and once it's good and dry, you're going to take a clean part of the sock and just buff it out. Now that we know there's no discoloration problems, we can do the whole thing. This will clean the leather and protect it. Now, smartwatches have lots of little nooks and crannies in them that can get built up with dirt, grime, and lint. I like to take a cotton swab and either dip it in a tiny bit of water or a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I'll do the alcohol on the other side of this cotton swab. Then you can take the cotton swab and just sort of swab out any of those charging ports around the button, anywhere that's gotten kind of gunked up. Now, sometimes cotton swabs just are a little too fat, so you can pinch and twist a little bit off the top, give it a twirl, and there you go. You have a much tinier, finer point that you can use to clean your device. Okay, so let's say you don't have the products you need lying around. Another thing you can try is white vinegar diluted in water. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of white vinegar and a little more than a cup of warm water, and that's going to allow me to clean anything on this smartwatch pretty safely. So just give it a good scrub. Any last little problems should come out. I'm going to just wipe it down now that I'm done. Let it air dry. You're good to go. Now you know how to clean your smartwatch.